Hakari's okay. Hakari is okay. Can anybody hear me? He's alright. Yeah. Oh, I needed this so bad. Oh, my boy's okay. Whew, everything is good in the world. What? No. Thank you. The Oscar goes to Callie. I would like to thank my mom and Hokusono for my Oscar-winning performance. Kagurabachi chapter 94 was peak, as always, 10 out of 10. You know me. Of course, I enjoyed the chapter. I'm the Kagurabachi girl of YouTube. I am an enjoyer of Kagurabachi. It's what I do best, right? I was really scared going into this chapter because of all of the stuff with Hakari at the end of last time was terrifying. And let's just get right into talking about this chapter, honestly, because the black border at the beginning of this chapter was spooking me so bad. I was about to shit bricks. I'm gonna be real. But as I mentioned, Hakari is okay.
For now.
Oh my god, who said that? Proceed! Proceed mention in the year of our Lord, 2025. Wow. Life is beautiful, isn't it? Before we even started reading it, my sister and I opened the chapter, and the first thing she saw was proceed, and then we laughed for a good, 10 seconds before we actually started reading, and we're like, oh, fuck. And then back to back with that, I'm gonna use it when it's talking about the motivation needed to wield the Shinuchi and its powers or whatever. I'm gonna use it. It's so funny. And then I saw someone else tweeted it, one of my moods on Twitter, and I was like, okay, so I'm not the only one, because me and my sister were losing our minds about that. Putting spirit energy into the sword and then being able to use it temporarily because of that, I think makes a lot of sense, and I really like that. And this talk at the beginning really builds up very nicely to the reveal with Yura at the end of the chapter. So this build-up was really good in hindsight of leading to that reveal. Absolutely genius. Obviously at the time we were like, where are they going with this? Because I heard all this stuff about putting spirit energy in the swords. Still my brainwave was just, oh my god, Hakari's cooked. No. So I was very steered off course because I really thought something bad was going to happen, and something bad still might happen. But for now, he's fine. And it was really just building up to Yura getting his super cool moment. So makes a lot of sense. I like the logic in all of it, and it was brilliantly set up. So good. Now it's time for some traitor talk, because I think I can officially say this chapter was the death to the Ichiki traitor theory. So, not that it was a bad theory, but I was clearly wrong about Ichiki being the traitor. That being said, I do think the OG traitor that we were planted in our brains, the one who gave up Kunishige's location, is a different traitor than whoever sabotaged the seal of the Shinuchi. I think those are two different people. So if we're talking about the Kunishige location traitor, we have the panel of the four, right? Ichiki's ruled out, like I said. And I think it's safe to rule out Kudo as well. There was some good logic to the theory that Kudo could be the traitor, and him sending Hakuri down and sacrificing himself for Hakuri was really just an excuse to skedaddle and then go help the Hishaku. I don't think that was a bad theory at all. But now Ichiki, who is ruled out, like I said, just confirmed Kudo's death. I feel like that also just rolls out Kudo in saying, well, he's actually dead. Unless Ichiki only heard it through the grapevine that Kudo was dead and never actually saw Kudo's body. But I feel like that just wouldn't be mentioned if Kudo wasn't actually dead. I don't really know. But at this point, I think he's ruled out. And if I'm wrong, then I'll just eat shit or something. Azami has been rolled out since chapter 79, even though I always thought he was out of the question. But that especially nail in the coffin to that theory. Azami's not the traitor. So that leaves this rando who has literally done nothing, I believe. So that's interesting. So maybe he will get built up and then be the traitor. Or maybe this traitor thing just wasn't as big of a thing as we made it out to be. But I feel like that's wrong, but at the same time, like, if we're talking about the Kunishige location trader specifically, and assuming it's one of the 4 in these panels, which would make sense, then I feel like it being this guy that hasn't done anything is just, like, a little underwhelming. But I don't know. I trust Hokuzono, and I can't judge him for a decision he has not put to paper yet. And then if it is that guy, and there isn't really a good build-up to it, then that is, like, the first time that Hokuzono would have ever disappointed me. So who really cares? You know what I mean? He's done everything else amazing. He has not let me down literally once. So I don't know. I trust Hokuzono. I think I need to make a cheeky apology forms. Like, I had a whole agenda against that man. I was like, wow, he's feeding that into Samura's brain. Like, ooh, you want to execute the Swordmaster so bad? Ooh, because it's a bad idea. Yeah, I was wrong. Oh my god, I don't know how the dance goes, but now I'm gonna do it. I'm Callie, and I was wrong. I'm singing the Callie Wrong song. I shouldn't have taken that chance. Now here's my remorseful dance. So now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I think of Megumi Fushiguro. The leader possibly being a traitor is crazy, because it's like, you're the leader. Betraying the organization that you're leading? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Because it's kind of set up like he is, but also it still could be this lady. What's her name? Now I gotta look up the name. What? I gotta know people's names if I'm gonna make YouTube videos. Oh my god. Woe is me. Kaizen is the leader, right? And it's set up like he's kind of the traitor. But it could also be the woman, Yatsuru. I don't know anymore. I really don't know. Now there's a second group of traitors. We know Ichiki isn't one of them. This other guy's sus, but this lady isn't even here to defend herself. But she could also be sus because the big guy is only kind of sus, maybe? I don't know. I'm a little thrown for a loop with this whole traitor thing now that the Kunishige location traitor is like, what's even going on anymore? So now the traitor talk is kind of annoying. Who knows? Between the 3 of them, who knows? It's obviously not Ishiki, and the other 2, we have nothing to go off of, really, if it's either one of them. So we're just gonna let that play out. I don't want to think about it. I was not expecting to cut away from this. I was not expecting to cut away from the Shinuchi, and then it made a lot of sense real quick afterward. But in the moment, I was like, we're cutting away now? Like, we're cutting back to the fight now? Of all times? Like, I thought we were good from there for a little bit. Not that I mind. I fucking love this 2v2. It's amazing. But I was like, what are we doing? Like, why are we leaving now? Aruha is confirmed to be using sorcery now in this fight. We don't see anything visually going on, so I think this does fully confirm that his sorcery does just enhance the strength of his attacks. Like, when he kicked Lucas Hashaku through the wall, we were like, what the fuck? And he was, like, using his sorcery, but, like, we didn't really see what was going on. We were like, is that really all it is? And I think it is, which, honestly, I don't mind. Aruha's so cool that, like, he doesn't need any over-the-top, like, flashy sorcery. Oh my god, what am I tanging? Flashy! No. He's so flashy everywhere else, you know what I mean? He literally has the cool illusion sword and, like, well, he did. You know what I mean? It's like, he doesn't need to have too much going on. He's already cool enough. He's got to get it. All the other hoes need a chance, okay? Everyone else needs a chance because Aruha's just too cool. That's why he has the simple sorcery. Yeah. There was a big translation oopsie daisy. So the Swordmaster here in Japanese doesn't say malediction. He says Magatsumi. These are 2 very different things. And I'm not sure how this happened, honestly. I don't want to judge too hard, but also, John Wary, you are not the translator for Kagurabachi, but I am somehow feeling your presence. I'm really glad that I was made aware of this translation error pretty quick after the chapter came out. Like, literally within 20 minutes, everyone on Twitter was like, no. So I'm glad people point that stuff out, because otherwise I just would not have known. And those are 2 very different words with 2 very different meanings, and that completely changes the context of the scene, really. I mean, someone reading more casually than I do, like, just would not even get this context of the mistranslation. So, I'm gonna blame this on John Wary somehow. But also, like, how did that, whatever, Yura, get your hands off of my man. Get your paws off him. It should be my hands instead. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Really though, Yura, this is kind of like fan dub adventure 2. Here we go. John Hishaku, you're a bitch ass motherfucker. You pissed on my fucking wife. You took your Hishaku little dick out and you pissed on my fucking wife. So I'm making a call out post on twitter.com. John Hishaku, you've got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller. And yes, I'm government naming him John Hishaku. Take that, Obama. This panel of Yura is awesome. I love it so much. It reveals a lot of everything going on lately. A lot of things suddenly make sense. We assumed Yura was connected to the Swordmaster somehow. But him putting his spirit energy into the sword before the seal is a very clever story beat that I really dig it. I like that we have a reason that he can do this that makes a lot of sense. I think it's, like I said, brilliantly set up, especially with even calling back to the Rakuzaiuchi being like, because they mentioned that Kiora was just a test dummy. He was a little hamster, a little like lab rat. But now we understand why he was a lab rat in that way. And we needed answers because we were all like, what is Yura's deal? Like, what's going on? And now we know. So really, not much this chapter happened at all. Like, literally the only action taken this whole entire chapter was Yura slamming Natsuki and Aruha to the ground. Like, that's literally it. Get your paws off my men. But also, like, that being said, it's like we had so many, like, jam-packed chapters with action, and then we're, like, slowing it down, and we're getting a ton of exposition and stuff right now. And it's still just as good. Focus on your mind. Your mind. We're gonna run out of honey. The world's gonna go into a honey shortage. What is wrong with me today? And oh my gosh, almost forgot, except it's in my script, so no, I didn't. Fuck is wrong with me? There's crow feathers. Yeah, feathers. Oh lordy lord, Chihiro and Samura are pulling up. Yura does not know how lucky of a man he is. Generational stuff. Samura is pulling up. Will he bite it? Will he bite the dust? Time will tell. Personally, I'm on the team that he won't die, just honestly to be different. I'm so quirky and different. Pick me, choose me. No, but really though, I feel like him not dying would be pretty cool. So I'm like, everyone's saying that he's gonna die. I don't know. I'm gonna be different and say he's gonna live, but I might still joke about him biting the dust anyways, because it's a little funny. I think that we will pick up with Hakuri's group again. Maybe. So we'd be cutting away from Yura, Hokuto, and Aruha and Natsuki, perhaps? Maybe. Or we might start with them again and then cut back to Hakuri. And then Samura and Chihiro arrive. I'm going to guess that they will come next chapter. And if they don't, then I was wrong. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna move me and Glow Plasma's boxing match closer to now. What does he have to do with this? Nothing. Literally nothing at all. But we're gonna fight, so. Glow, get ready. We're gonna fucking box, man. It has been a hot minute since we have seen Samura and Chihiro, so I am, color me stoked. I'm very excited. Also, I think Aruha and Natsuki will actually be fine, especially Aruha. I think he is low-key the safest character in the series right now because he literally got revived from a fake-out death in this same arc, like, 11 chapters ago. So I'm not worried about Aruha in the slightest, actually. Natsuki we can fear a little bit, but I think they're both gonna be fine because I feel like Natsuki and Aruha now are, like, set up as a duo. So it's like, why kill Natsuki now when we just got him? He feels like a long-term character for me at this point with all of his build-up with Aruha. So I think in association with Aruha, Natsuki's also fine. So, I mean, like, they're fine, but also, like, they are safe. Both things can be true. Things have double meanings, folks. Like I said, not really much happened, but we learned so much at the same time. Subscribe. Yeah, I post Kagurabachi chapter videos every single week whenever a new chapter comes out, and I'm working on a really long video as well. This is my first time mentioning it. I am, and it's making me a little crazy. So subscribe, you'll see that eventually. Like as well, like this video, like you like Aruha and think he's super cute and handsome, and like I like Aruha and I think he's super cute and handsome and pretty. Oh my gosh, so like this video. And comment. Comments are my favorite. I say it every single video. So comment down below because I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm on a podcast, the Kaminabi headquarters, with my buddy Karasu and Edo and my buddy Glow Plasma, who I am going to box eventually. We have fun times over there, so check that out. I hit my desk. You could totally hear that. I do that all the time. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Oh my god, Address of the Nations has finally come. I know exactly who I'm going to address today. Aruha Nation, we have nothing to worry about. Never back down, never what? Never give up. Never back down, never what? He's gonna be fine. Aruha's gonna be fine. He's fine. But also, he's fine. So, yeah, no. Aruha's chilling. Hokuto Nation, you guys were a little starved today. We didn't see him, like, at all, barely. I don't even think he's in a panel. So, sorry, guys. You guys were starved, but last week you guys won, so you'll live. You'll be fine. Hakuri Nation, we won so far. We may have won the battle, but we could still lose the war. But I don't want to think about that. So, Hakuri Nation, we win! Yeah, he's safe! He's okay! Yeah! Natsuki's really hot, by the way.